Okay. Yeah. That's why I made it like 3, 2, 1.
Oh. So my name is Bakatubia Tony. I am the creative director and founder of KAGAMAN Studios. So what I do all day is literally just try to communicate through illustration and animation. And yeah, sometimes for education purposes or most of the times for entertainment. Yeah. There's this study that was made to discover the animal that use the least amount of effort to cover the most distance. And the animal that came on top of all animals, don't worry, it's not humans. Humans actually came like in the top 3 last. But the animal that came on top was the condor. Like it's a bird, like it have huge wings, and it would cover like a lot of distance with the least amount of energy spent. But this is the funny thing. If you give a human being a bicycle, they automatically go on top. Somehow technology makes us better than nature. And I feel like that's one of the best facts that I want to keep in my brain for as long as possible. Why I do what I do, it's because I do believe in the power of stories. Like that's what makes me do what I do. I believe in the power of stories. You can go back hundreds of thousands of years ago, regardless of if you're spiritual or not. You would find people creating, inventing, restructuring societies through storytelling, and that's what religion used to be, and that's what it still is. It's a way to tell a compelling story that move society, that elevate people, like from, if I put it in some weird like if I use weird codes, I would say from the worm to the god. But we have to tell ourselves better stories. So the reason why I do what I do, it's because I want to contribute on the whole storytelling aspect of humans. I want to elevate people. Art to me is all about social impact. To me, art is trash without social impact. Like it have to convey something in the one in the one absorbing it, in the one watching it, in the one consuming it. So to me, art is all about creating a certain emotion: grief, sadness, joy, motivation, anything. Just it has to create something in the eyes of the beholder, and that's what art is to me. I've been drawing for as long as I can remember. If you met like people I used to go to school with, people I used to study with, they will literally tell you that's the only thing I was good at. I was never good at math. I would understand math, but I would never hit the scores, like I would never get a 9 out of 10. No, I'll probably get it like a 3, but I would go home and open a math book or watch a math documentary. So I had this broad understanding of things, but I was never good at anything except drawing. And I started drawing at a very young age. And it's in secondary school that I had this dream that I would want my life to be centered around sketching stuff. Literally, just sketching, anything, just sketch something. And if I could make a living, if I could pay the bills, because that's what it means to make a living. If I could just pay the bills, I don't have to be Bill Gates or Elon Musk or anyone. I just want to be me. Is if I can draw and tell my stories through illustration, or help someone else tell their story through illustration, for me that was it. That was a win. So when I was in secondary school, I think it was in full form, I was studying philosophy and psychology. That's when I decided that I was going to make my life resolve around telling stories through illustration. And if I could manage to pay the bills with that, that's it. I'm a happy man. I don't need to be no billionaire or millionaire. I just want to draw. I just want to do that. Yeah, like for someone who lives in the future and the past, I feel like I'm very centered in the present. I'm very grounded in it when I'm drawing. So and it's in full form that I decided that I was going to create this whole KAGAMAN studio where I could just draw. And me and a couple of friends with who we still work today, we will just meet and draw. And that will be what we do. And I still work with them till today. And that's all we do. Like, we have no side jobs. We have no other occupation except some still study. Some are still at university, but most of us who have quit, we just do it like full time, and we enjoy it, and it's the best thing in the world. Oof, what would I want people to retain from me? In Japanese, in Japan, there is this word I really love. It's like almost a philosophy to me. It's tatakai. It means fight. So it's all about fighting for what you believe, fighting for what you fighting for what you believe in. Literally, as a kid, getting to where I am right now has been a long road, and I know that there is still a long, like, there's just a lot of things to do for me, right? And that's the same thing I would tell anyone, like from 7 to 77, you still have a long way to go. There's still a lot in you. We are seeds of potential, and sometimes what you want to achieve is not part of what is available or available in your area. You want to do something, but you discover that maybe there is no school for it. Maybe there is no one, there's no mentors to teach you, to take you on the journey to get where you want to get. And if you're lucky, you want to be a doctor, maybe there are some medicine schools, right? If you are an entrepreneur, maybe you can take some business classes. But if you're an artist, maybe you can go to École d'Art de Nyundo. Or maybe you won't, because art is very subjective, right? And it's very broad, you know. So, depending on who you are, know what you want. And then jump in the arena and fight for it. And I can actually almost promise that it's going to be tough, but at the end, it's going to be worth it.